I'm Diana Cabral, reporting for Latin Post. We had the opportunity to speak with Yvonne Garcia of State Street and Ileana Musa of Merrill Lynch and ask them what it took to get to the C-suite. Here's our conversation.
I'd like to start the conversation about your journey within your respective industries. Ileana, you're at Merrill Lynch, you're pretty high level. What was your journey like coming up through the ranks?
I feel like so I'm in the financial services industry, and I would say a lot of times folks will ask me, how did you find the path? But I feel that the industry found me. Mm-hmm. It started about 16 years ago when I relocated from Miami to New York after graduate school. And I wanted to focus on finance. That's where I had my degree. But there was a drive there around the culture that really attracted me to the international business. Okay. And I didn't know it at the time, but I realized over the last 15 years that what drew me in was the connection, the Latino connection, and being able to serve clients throughout Latin America really motivated me. And so that's become my passion within my company and outside of my company, given my connection to Alpha. And it's been incredibly rewarding to work with clients across Latin America and help the teams within Bank of America Merrill Lynch serve those clients. And then, I was brought in through Yvonne to Alpha, and I think it's been 4.5 years now. I've had the privilege to play a leadership role in the advisory board, and it's been incredibly rewarding, just the connections you make and the way you can pay forward.
Yvonne, what was your journey like? Was it similar to Ileana's? Was it different? Why did you choose this path?
Yeah, I would say it was a little different. I spent most of my career in marketing for about a good 12 years of my life as a professional. Was dedicated to the marketing field. And I never really aspired to become a CMO, so I realized that in order to diversify my resume, I needed to move on, and I kept getting pigeonholed into marketing jobs. And my long-term goal is to become a CEO one day. And you realize CEOs need to have experience in multiple functions, marketing being one of them, but operations as well, and finance and human resources, etc. So I ended up taking a more general management role now, and I lead a global team at a Fortune 100 company. I've always had that end goal in my mind, and the way I've attacked my journey is making sure that I fill in any of the gaps on my resume, so that I can eventually.
And how do you do that?
Well, for example, when I also have a passion for international business, and I worked in China for a couple of years, and I realized the importance of the Six Sigma discipline and how many corporations are adopting the lean function. So I acquired my Six Sigma black belt when I was in China. So always looking at the trends and needs in the companies, and making sure that my resume reflects the skill set and characteristics that they're looking for.
It's kind of a typical day, if there is one for you. I'd like to know.
So, the global focus on the business is very interesting, and as I mentioned, it's my passion. But I would say at a very fundamental level, clients are looking for guidance. We all have very basic needs in terms of our financial objectives, and they're looking for someone that can understand them and can build that roadmap to make it easy for them to achieve their desired outcomes. And ultimately, it's about what matters most to the clients and making sure that they can get there. So we try to keep it simple in terms of connecting with our clients, because through the connections, you build the trust and the rapport that you need to then provide the advice. Day to day, it's pretty dynamic in terms of the strategy.
Are you on a plane every day?
No, I'm not. But on the phone quite a bit, on planes often as well. And then, after hours, you're also a working mother, so you're trying to juggle it all, and you have an incredible network behind you to make it work. I do think it's, to the question you raised earlier on the experiences and how does one breakthrough. And this year for Alpha and Women of Alpha, we're focused on making an impact in a global society. So when I hear Yvonne speak about her journey and the experiences that she has sought out, it's a really important piece of the equation if you're looking for access and greater exposure, and through that journey, then bigger roles. And it means that you have to ask for those opportunities, and it means that through the ask, you then get the greater exposure, whether it's through global business acumen, which is an area that we're focused on, cross-cultural agility, the experiences you just highlighted, makes you nimble, makes you more flexible, and then allows you to work with people from many diverse backgrounds. And then finally, just your ability to organize yourself and connect with many different levels in an organization. These are all like core competencies that Latinas need to master. And women, quite frankly, as they step through their careers, so that they're well positioned when that opportunity then comes knocking.
Be it from here at the convention, your own personal journey, your journey as executives at the highest level in finance, at Fortune 100 and 500 and 1,000 companies. 3 key takeaways for Latina girls and boys, that you would say, focus on this, and focus on this. What would be 3 key takeaways from them that you would want a Latina girl listening or watching this video to take away from this 4 or 5 minutes that we have with you?
3 things. I would say ask and then ask some more. Number 2, I would say take risks. Take those risks, they're worth it. And finally, don't be afraid to fail. It's part of the experience.
For more on our conversation, go to LatinPost.com and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. This is Diana Cabral reporting for LatinPost.com. Thank you for watching.